Welcome. In this video, we are going to use a chi-square test for independence to determine if there is an association between smoking status and a particular heart condition. A hospital wants to test whether smoking status is independent of having a heart condition. They surveyed 300 patients. 85 are smokers with a heart condition and 38 are smokers with a heart condition. 95 are smokers without a heart condition and the rest are non-smokers without a heart condition. The first thing we want to do is create a contingency table based on this description. So you're going to want to sketch your own table. And let's go ahead and write in heart condition and no heart condition. And here we'll write smoker and non-smoker. Now we're told that 300 total patients were surveyed, so that'll go here in our grand total. 85 of these are smokers with a heart condition, so this is the smoker row, heart condition column. 85 goes right here. Now 38 are non-smokers with the heart condition. So 38 is here. 95 are smokers without the heart condition, and the rest are non-smokers without the heart condition. Now we can just use arithmetic to figure this out. Add these up and subtract them from 300. We end up with just 82 here. Now let's go ahead and total up our rows. Please pause your video and try this independently. Okay, you should have paused your video and tried this independently to obtain the sums of these rows. Now do the same for columns, and again, pausing your video to try this independently. All right, now let's go ahead and identify the null and alternative hypothesis. Our null hypothesis: the heart condition is independent of a person's smoking status. The alternative hypothesis is heart condition and the person's smoker status are dependent. Now we're going to use technology to obtain the test statistic and the p-value. Now, as you can see, I have StatCrunch loaded up. And in order to do this, we need to translate this table we have written down to StatCrunch. So under var1, I'm going to put status, and below that smoker, non-smoker. Then heart condition, and no heart condition. We have 85 smokers with a heart condition, 38 non-smokers with a heart condition, 95 smokers with no heart condition, and 82 smokers with no heart condition. And I don't need to fill in these totals there at all. So let's write down our first step here. 1, type table into StatCrunch. Include labels. All right, now what do we do next? Let's go to Stat. Then within the Stat menu, you're going to select Tables, or at least hover over it. Let me do that again. I don't like when it opens up multiple menus at once. So Tables. And one of our options is Contingency, so let's hover over that. Then go ahead and hover over with Summary. And this is what we're going to click on. Now select the columns. Let me move this around real quick so I have more space. And in our case, our columns are heart condition and no heart condition. Hold the Shift key to select multiple columns. If they are not adjacent, you'll need to hold the Command key on your Mac. If you're my student and wondering why you don't have a Command key, make sure to check what type of computer you have. Now, once your columns are selected, go ahead to the drop-down menu and select your row labels. Ours are right under the status column, then compute. As you can see, we have the information from StatCrunch. Do we reject or fail to reject the null hypothesis? The p-value of 0.0073 is smaller than Now I'll stop here. Go back and read your problem and see if you were given a significance level. Okay, you should have checked for yourself. And notice we were not given a significance level, but really, in general, significance levels of, excuse me, zero point 0.1, 0.05, or zero point 0.01. So 1%, 5%. Oh, that's not 1%, excuse me, 10% or 1%. There we are. So these are the usual significance levels. And notice that no matter which one we choose, no matter which of these useful significance levels we choose, this p-value is still going to be smaller. So this p-value is smaller than any useful significance level. Hence, reject the null hypothesis. Now, to help us write our conclusion, I went ahead and pasted our null and alternative hypothesis here. Remember, we rejected the null hypothesis, so there is statistically significant evidence demonstrating that this heart condition and a person's smoking status are actually associated, so they're dependent. There is statistically significant evidence demonstrating an association between this heart condition and smoking. Keep calm and math on.